This is the test module that I put together with a mixture of stainless and nickel frets for the purpose of seeing if there was any noticeable difference in tone between nickel and steel frets. These frets are the same size identically, and they were intermixed throughout the fingerboard. And I'm going to show you the identity of each fret here, so that when you watch the clips that I'm going to be playing on this video, you'll be able to tell how accurate people were who tried this out. Now, some people can hear things I can't hear. I admit that right up. I haven't heard any real difference from one fret to another. Maybe you can tell a difference, but I made a video on this already. Now this video is going to have 5 other guys trying this out, so stay tuned. It's coming up. And for now, I want to show you which frets are stainless and which are nickel. Frets 1 through 3 are stainless. 4 is nickel. 5 is stainless. 6 and 7 are nickel. 8 is stainless. 9 is nickel. 10 is stainless. 11 and 12 are nickel. 13 is stainless. 14 is nickel. 15, 16, and 17 are stainless. 18 is nickel. 19 is stainless. And 20 through 21 are nickel.
This one to me seems a little more spongy, I guess. It's a little more like it's very like poppy.
Okay, that's number
we're at number
9.
10.
Number 10.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it'd be that fret right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, number 10. All right. Number
this
10.
one, to me, this one seems a little more tighter. So it seems
Okay.
less buoyant and bouncy as this
But
one.
what about the tone? That's what we're talking about. Is there a difference in tone?
To me, I don't really hear a difference. Maybe this one's a little darker, possibly.
Okay, so you say this one?
Yeah, I think that
It's
one's
darker?
a little darker.
Okay. What fret was that? That was number 6, right?
Yeah, I'm on number 5.
Number 5's a little darker.
Yeah.
The upper frets are mixed too. The upper frets are also
okay.
mixed.
Okay.
They're all mixed.
See, I mean, I don't.
Yeah. Are you telling me that you can't hear a difference?
Not. I mean, if there's a difference, it's a very. I mean, it's very, 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 very slim. If there is a difference, to my ear at least. To my ear, I mean. If I try brighter. I mean, now kind
What's
of
that?
listening to it, that ninth is a lot brighter to me than that.
Okay, try 10. Try number.
That's brighter.
Try
between that
number.
area.
Try 11. Try 12.
That's darker. It's for me. It's between these. It's between those. Those are the brighter ones.
Between
to
those
me.
two?
Yeah. Well, that 3. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say.
You know what? Wow. Somebody has to be better than me. All right, I'm ready. I'm ready. Stainless steel.
One is stainless steel.
Yeah. Nickel, 2.
Okay.
Nickel, 3. Stainless steel, 4. Stainless steel, 5. Nickel, 6. Stainless steel, 7. Nickel, 8. Nickel, 9. Stainless steel, 10. Ooh. Nickel, 11. Fuck, I don't know. Stainless steel, 12. Nickel, 13. Nickel, 14. Stainless steel, 15. Nickel, 16. Nickel, 17. Stainless steel, 18. Nickel, 19. Don't know that one. Stainless steel, 20. Change that. Nickel, 20. Stainless steel, 21.
Okay. That's your.
That's my call.
That's your call.
And,
All right.
and it's the only place that I can pick anything up at all is on that B string.
Yeah.
I can't get anything here. I know by just sheer probability, I know there has to be an array here of nickel and SS's intertwined. There is nothing there for me. Maybe somebody with younger ears can do it. I can't.
And the difference you hear, can you describe?
It's a more vibrant tone. The one I'm pulling out.
What do you mean by vibrant
It
tone?
pops at you.
Okay.
It pops at you. It's not so much. It's not necessarily. Well, I mean, pitch is obviously going to be all right, but it's just a vibrancy to it. That's what I'm looking. And when I heard it on the YouTube, I said I'm going to be looking for, like, for lack of a better word, a slight reverb effect off the stainless steel.
Yeah.
And I'm not getting that live. It's an artifact probably of having a small speaker.
So the difference that you hear is you're not saying that or are you saying that the stainless steel frets sound bright or tinny?
I'm not saying. I've never thought they sounded tinny, and there's nothing
Okay.
here to dispel my opinion that they don't sound tinny.
Okay.
You know, I've had
All
stainless
right.
steel, so I.
Yeah. So you're saying that it's not a matter of it sounding tinny or bright. It's just a matter of the note jumping out more.
Yeah. Pops out at me. Now, of course, I'm going to miss them all, but so it's probably a placebo effect of what I think, right? Or a psychological effect.
Well, it can be that, but I think that this is a fair test. I mean,
I do too.
I don't think that. Do you think there's any practical difference musically as far as what a player puts on his guitar,
No.
stainless or nickel?
No, it doesn't make any. It's all going to come out in the wash. You probably have a factor of. This is my experience. Maybe somebody with much younger ears can come in and distinguish, but once you got it in, what you got to do. The amp is a factor, order of magnitude more important. The way you hold the pick, the way you hold the finger is going to make all the difference.
Well, some people say, well, then, maybe better pickups would help. But the thing about it is that would be irrelevant because you're comparing it to itself.
It's a controlled
It's all
thing.
being tested to itself.
It's in a controlled environment.
It's a controlled experiment.
That's right.
Exactly. So, and those are pretty good pickups. They're Squire pickups.
Yeah.
And they work very well. I had to change the bridge pickup because it didn't work well with those middle and neck. So I've got I put the original bridge humbucker for the Squire back in there. And because the Gibson pickup was overpowering to those other two, so I put that one in there, and it goes good with the set. That's the set it came with originally. So this is a total Squire.
Yeah, it's
total
nice.
Squire.
I like the body.
And it's a nice classic vibe. It's a parts caster from several Squires.
Yeah.
There's 3 Squires actually.
Wait. Different pickup. This neck pickup.
Okay.
The intensity with which I strike the string is making. If there's an artifact,
You want to pick?
I have a pick.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing with a
Oh,
pick.
you're doing it with a
Yeah,
pick.
I'm doing it
Oh,
with
okay.
a pick. Okay.
I didn't see that.
Finger. No, I don't get anything with my finger.
All right, man. Thanks.
I don't get anything with my
Appreciate
finger.
it.
That's weird. I mean, they all feel very similar to me, just on first shot. I mean, I suppose
Yeah.
I could sit there and pick them apart, but no bending, huh?
Right. We're only talking about tone.
Okay. Just talking about tone, right?
Right.
I mean,
Right. Okay, folks, I want you to know who this is. This is Rick Robbins, okay? Rick Robbins ain't a nobody.
just a guitar player, dude.
No, you're more than that. Okay, your background has been you were with Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Actually, it was with Philip Bailey.
Okay.
Who did Easy Lover with Phil Collins, did Rick Danko, Paul Butterfield, did Joan Armatrading, for those who are English fans.
How long were you with Paul Butterfield?
About a year and a half I did Danko and Butterfield right after the last waltz. Danko decided he wanted to go out and play, and Robbie was doing some film work with Scorsese.
Did you work with Gold Star Studios and all of that, right? Gold Star Studios? What
no,
studios?
actually I worked out at A&M in
A&M.
LA. A&M, I've done...
A&M,
I
then
did-
Herb Albert.
Yeah, I did Sun Studios. I did a record at Sun Studios in Memphis. Leon Russell Studio in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The Townhouse in London with Phil Collins and Jeff Beck and Nathan East, and just a few cruddy players. But I'm very grateful. I had a really great career. I've had a great time. I still love playing. I love hanging out with Gary. So we're hanging out here trying to determine if I win or lose. Though,
And I've put stainless steel frets on your Strat.
Okay,
Your
yeah,
90 Strat.
right, which is
and
killer.
You like it.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, it plays like a dream. Yeah, it's super clean and bends really beautifully and real consistent. That's really important to me. That it's
And
consistent.
you've never played this guitar.
I have not,
This
no.
this Squire that's got a mixture of nickel and stainless.
I could not. On first touch, there's no way I could tell you any difference on these. I mean, me just kind of being a player, I'm not really an analyzer of it. It's just like...
But you've got quite an extensive professional background. You got a background very few people I've ever known.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, a lot of experience. Okay,
I've had
a lot of experience, and you've got to have a good set of ears to been able to play like
Yeah.
that and studio record and all that. So, what do you think?
Offhand, I can't really say that I can tell the difference between any tone between anything.
I love it. Okay, after the 12th fret. After the 12th fret, what do you got?
It feels a little different. That sounds a little different to me.
What does? Which string? All three of those, or what?
Almost sounds like that one's just a little bit, doesn't sustain quite as long, and maybe this doesn't either. These are just like, sort of like just
Okay.
touch things,
Right.
Vibrato acceptable?
I don't know.
Because, I want to...
Somebody might be.
I want to.
Well, go ahead and peel something off. Go ahead and peel it off.
Sounds really good to me. I could take the guitar home and probably figure out something to do with it.
Well, you're running through Mr. Clean here.
I know, it's super clean. Yeah.
You got 50 watts. It's
Yeah,
all
super clean.
It's all set flat. And which pickup are you using?
I went.
You on the neck? Okay.
Yeah, I just love the warmness. It's nice. See, they're still all hanging in there. Know what I mean? It's not
Yes.
like anything's letting go.
That's because I polished them.
You did.
They're all been polished with metal polish.
Ah, that's interesting.
So, can you tell me which fret is stainless and which is nickel?
No, I cannot tell you.
Okay, and would you say that any of those frets sound tinny or bright or anything like that?
No, I don't really sense that. I think they sound pretty. All of them sound similar to me. I mean, once I kind of picked up here a little bit. You said go up on above 12, and it seemed a little darker to me than it was back
What
here.
was darker?
Just the sound of it.
All three of those?
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
See what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I see what frets those are, and that.
You want me on the test? I don't want to fail.
Well, perfect score is 21. Perfect score is 21. So I'm going to let people know, people who tell me that they can hear a slight difference, like
Yeah.
the last guy that tested could hear a difference he thought between a couple of frets. So I'm going to let him know how many he got right. But a perfect score is 21. If
Okay.
somebody can tell me what all 21 frets are. You know,
So
I'll give them the guitar.
So what is it? Steak knives?
I'll give them the guitar.
It's steak knives.
They get the guitar.
Come on, you can't get a 21 out of 20. There's no way.
21 out of 21.
Yeah, who's
You don't
going to
think-
do that?
Somebody that claims that stainless steel frets make a guitar sound tinny, makes it sound like it doesn't have any sustain anymore, doesn't sound warm anymore.
Okay. Yeah.
All those frets sound great.
Yeah.
You know, and like I could change the pickups, and somebody might say, well, the pickups would reveal more. Well, you're comparing it to itself, though.
Yes,
So
correct.
this is a total A,
Yeah.
B, all things being equal test. You know,
So, I
that's-
mean, the bright stuff sounds great.
One of those is a stainless fret.
which one?
This one.
Which one?
This one.
Number 7.
Yeah.
Okay, number 7.
5, 6, 6.
Oh, this is number 7.
Yeah, well-
This you're talking about the wire.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, that wire would be 6. Yeah.
Hear that real bright.
Okay, what about past the 12th fret? What do you got?
Passed up here.
Yeah, past the 12th fret.
Both of these, I think, are stainless. That's a stainless, I think. I think that's a stainless.
Which one?
Right here.
That'd be what, number 17?
Yeah, 17, yeah.
What does that sound like?
It sounds, that bright after ring sounds like stainless to me.
Okay. All right. Anything else? I mean, as far as the midsection, you're pretty much done there.
Five, I think, is stainless.
Okay.
But I'm a little thrown off because this is not a speaker that I'm
You're not used to the sound. Well, the thing about it is that we've got all things being equal. So we're comparing it to itself plugged in. So you could do, they got a full range here. You do have a full range.
Right, and I understand exactly what you're saying.
But one of the things that
And that is extra clean, that amp.
yeah,
Extra clean.
One of the things I don't like about stainless steel frets is kind of at the decay of the note. They have this kind of bright
Ring.
ring to them, and so that's what's complicating it for me a little bit because these speakers are pretty bright. You know,
You want me to turn the bright down? Here, look. This has got a tone control. It's a tone cut right here. How's that? How's that?
and that changes things. Yeah, I'm still thinking 5 is a stainless.
What do you think of 6? Number 6.
That sounds stainless to me.
6. Okay, now we're running through your amp, and it's a Tremolux Fender. What year is this?
1965.
65 blackface. That's cool. It's running through the same 2 speakers, and that's your amp. So
And this is a Fender electric instrument.
it sure is. Okay, let me turn these fans off. Okay.
There's just something when you hit that chord. One of these 2 frets are stainless.
One of these 2 frets.
Yeah, one of these 2. This one or this one.
Number 3 and number 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'd already identified 5 as stainless. Now see that amp has never sounded like that to me. I don't know if it's the speakers or the frets. Yeah. I may not be able to tell you exactly which one is which.
Okay.
But I can hear the difference. That's a stainless.
Okay, we'll do that same what you were just doing, 1 fret higher. And what is this fret? What is number 2?
That sounds stainless to me.
Sounds stainless. Now, it's one thing I said.
Two and
Huh?
2 and 4. It's kind
2
of
and
hard.
4?
Well, I can't say. It's kind of hard because I'm hearing.
A different speaker.
Yeah. See, there's something somewhere in there. It's got kind of a.
Where is it though? You're a guitar player. You should tell me.
Well, we're back to 5.
Okay.
There's just something that bright and I don't want to call it tinny sounding, but it's not mellow.
It's bright.
Yeah, it's not mellow. And this is a mellow setting I got here, and this is a mellow.
What
song.
pickups are we on here?
That's just, I've got
Neck.
the 2. Yeah, the 2 of
The
them.
neck
Yeah.
and metal.
Yeah.
Okay. move up a fret. Okay, you talking about here?
Here.
Okay, 5.
Yeah.
And what if you played 4? Okay. Now, most people say that they can't tell the difference. Most people say that they can't tell that they all sound the same. What do you think?
Well, it's close. I mean, it would be difficult for me to definitively spot them, for sure. Okay, that's that pickup. Let's go to the middle pickup and try. Notice anything?
I don't hear any difference myself.
I don't either.
You know what I think it is? You know what I think it is? I think the guys that can hear the difference, maybe they are. I mean, I'll be glad to admit that people hear things I can't hear, okay? But let's say that they do hear a difference, okay? They really are. I'm not hearing it, but they're actually hearing it. Well, they're hearing it, I think, because they're playing their guitar a lot, just playing the guitar plugged in by themselves, nothing else going on, okay? When you're playing in a band, how could you possibly tell the difference between stainless steel and nickel when you've got the roar of the band all around you jamming along? How are you going to tell the difference between stainless and nickel if it's that close sitting in here with everything off? The AC's off, the fans are off, you know, and everything. And I've got it perfectly quiet. All it can pick up is like my voice and what's coming out of that amp. And we cannot hear between the fret wire, and they are mixed. I have a phone.
Let's try it here. Let's try it here.
It sounds nice and fat on every note of every string. To me, it sounds nice and fat.
Well, the only other way to test too is the difference in amps. Maybe another amp gives a sharper or different tone.
Well, we did that today. Man, one of my customers brought in his Fender amp. It was an old vintage blackface amp head, and we plugged it into those Celestions, and it sounded really good. But even with that, you
So
could
couldn't
not
hear a
tell the difference. So we've tried that, but I mean, you play a lot. You practice a lot. I know you. The Strat that I refretted for you, the stainless, I mean, they just hold up. Those frets hold up greatly. I mean, you've been playing that guitar now with those same stainless steel frets for how long?
That's at least 5 years.
No, I was at the old shop when I haven't been to the old shop in 7 years, and that was long. That was early.
That's a long time ago.
It was about 2013.
And they're just
That's
like
been
they were
10
when you
years.
put them on.
That's been 10 years. And how often do you play that guitar? Like almost every night.
Almost every night.
Yep, that's what you told me. It's just it's a Clapton type Strat, white Strat that we built from a Squire. And I refretted it with jumbo stainless. And I remember last time I took a good look at those frets. They still look great. After 10 years, man, I mean, you played the hell out of
It's
it.
the last refret you'll ever do.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Okay, what is it about the 12? What is it?
To me, it's not as sharp sounding as that G.
Okay,
That
okay,
G really,
okay.
it's a little different.
Try the try number 13.
A little different.
A little different. Okay.
Now
Try 12 again, and then do 13. Okay.
Now listen to this one.
Aha. Okay.
Let's try it with a little jazz, more jazzy sound.
Let me cut it down a little bit. Now, here's the thing. Doing all the stuff you're doing there, does it really make any difference?
None.
None at all, huh?
None. So
Okay.
for me, I'm going to choose stainless steel because I'm done, basically.
It is about durability. It's really not about tone.
I feel like this is a nickel fret. and this
Which
is-
one is that?
This fret.
Number 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, definitely 4, right?
4 is what?
Nickel.
Okay.
This is crazy. Let's see. think I might be wrong.
You're not. What is your final answer on that fret?
10?
Or- Number 10, yeah.
It's steel.
Okay.
I mean, it's very similar. All right. I feel like the 6th fret is nickel.
Okay.
And then this one is steel because...
What?
And then 7 is steel. 6 is nickel. Steel. Steel. Nickel. What is that? 9.
Yep.
Steel 10. Steel 11. Nickel 12. What is this? 12? I feel is nickel.
Wait a minute. That's 13.
Oh, 13. Yeah,
Nickel?
13. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe the same for the next fret?
12. Excuse me, 14.
14.
14.
This has got to be steel right here.
15.
15.
16.
Steel. And then 17, if that's what I'm on, as nickel. I'm going for what a perceived sort of treble increase and maybe volume increase on the stainless steel. That's what I think I'm hearing.
Okay.
But it could be an illusion. It could be very much.
Okay.
So let's see. The 4th fret, I don't know what I said before, but the 4th fret's got to be steel.
Why? Why?
Why?
If it's got to be, there's got to be a reason.
Because it seems bright. Then again, the pickup is bright.
Number 4 is steel.
That's what it feels like.
Okay. And remember, we're going for tone only, not feel.
Right. Yeah. The tone of it. Okay. Okay. I'm going to say nickel, steel, nickel. Nickel? I'm trying not to look at the tops of the frets either, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So first one.
What are you hearing?
I'm going to say nickel for the first one. And I think it's also nickel on the second. Hopefully I didn't change my mind from before. It is hard to tell the difference because they all feel warm. And they all seem to have the same volume.
You say that you're feeling the sound more than hearing it, or they all sound.
Oh, sound. Yeah, sound.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm not wiggling or you know, I can't feel anything, but meaning
Do you
feel
think
in
there's
my
any?
heart.
Is there really any practical difference? I mean, in tone. I mean, musically, is there?
I don't think so.
So the main thing is the durability. The stainless steel fret doesn't wind up with a flattened crown. Those nickel frets will have flattened crowns eventually.
Yeah.
The stainless steel fret keeps its crown.
That's right.
All right, we've come down to the conclusion of these tests and scores. First of all, I want to say that I would really like to thank Ben Flournoy and Mario Ensinoso, Frank Simons, Rick Robbins, Ron O'Rear, and Christipher Seepersaud for participating in this test. And we're going to now talk about how I went about scoring this and how they did. So you've got a list here of all the frets as I showed at the beginning of the video from the guitar itself. This is the list that I sent on July 27th, 2023, the day after I finished the refret of the guitar, and I sent it for documentation purposes to my friend Casey Howell up in Charlotte, North Carolina. All right, so we wound up with 6 participants for the test rather than 5, which I was really glad to have. And so first of all, we look at the scores here now. For the correct and incorrect, they got 2 correct and 2 incorrect. You can pretty much look at their clips and you can see which ones they got right, but and compare it to the list here. But these corrects and incorrects are only on the frets that they called out, okay? They weren't able to tell a real difference in the other frets. So really, I mean, 2 correct and 2 incorrect, I would say that sort of cancels it out. You know, it's like, it's as far as there being a real difference. And I'm going to talk about that in a minute here. Mario, he got 10 correct and 10 incorrect. And that was player number 2 in the list. And so his score was 10 out of 21. Again, you know, it's an even number of correct and even number of incorrect. But nonetheless, it's a high score to get 10 correct. And then Frank Simons, he got 4 correct and 5 incorrect. And so his score was 4. But Frank was remarkable in the fact that he was able to name like fret number 5 as stainless over and over again. I mean, he came back to that thing again and again. He was hearing a difference, obvious to him. All right, Ronnie O'Rear, he had 2 correct and he had 0 incorrect. In other words, he only called out 2 frets. And the 2 frets that he called out, that he said were stainless, were in fact stainless. So he got a 2. And then Seep got 9 correct and 5 incorrect. So his score was 9. As I watched these players identify frets, I noticed that sometimes they would refer to a steel fret as nickel and a nickel fret as steel in a lot of instances. And I can only conclude that there's a possibility that they were imagining a difference, or that the difference was actually there, but it had to do more with how the string was played on that fret. Guitars, being as sensitive as they are, can have their own very easily made nuances from fret to fret, and how that they are played, how they're plucked, how the string is hit, how much pressure you're applying at that fret with your left hand. So that could have been the reason right there. But overall, I would say that there is really no practical difference between stainless steel and nickel in tone. I made a video at stainlesssteelfrets.com where I said that this was back in 2015 at the old shop, where I said that when I put stainless steel frets in my Taylor guitar, that I noticed that the mid-range was beefier. Well, the reason that is, or the reason that was because the fret wire that I used in my Taylor was much larger than the factory fret wire that was in there. So that was the reason I said that. I've just discovered that reason recently when I went to a larger fret wire on a guitar and found out that it was louder and it had more mid-range. And so the size of the fret wire, if I had put nickel fret wire in there that was larger than the factory fret wire, I would have had the same result, is what I'm saying. So I got that different tone because I went to larger fret wire. Larger fret wire, whether it's stainless or nickel, tends to have more of a mid-range, to my ear anyway. But if you got the same size fret wire, all things are being equal on the same guitar, and there's practically no difference. And I say practically no difference because musically there's no difference, okay? If musically there's no difference, and that's what guitars are about, they're about music. They're not about themselves. They're not about their players. They're not about their makers. Guitars are about music. That thing is an instrument. And practically, for music's sake, there's no difference. There's really not. So the thing about stainless steel is durability.